Hello and welcome to the Pace Radio Show. As you can see, we are live and on location with our guest, Dr. Buck, and Tamara is here as well. And we're out here on the road for the first time ever for the Pace Radio Show. We've never done this for the Pace Radio Show. We do it all the time, but not for the radio show. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. I hit something, sorry. Okay. My hands are not going near there again.
That's the thing. You'll notice with the phones that the controls are a little bit different than when you use the computer.
Well, I went to just put it up and it hit the ending. It's like, what the heck? Okay, anyways, we're good.
All right, so yeah, it's here we are, Dr. Buck.
Hi, hey, welcome.
And we're at Dr. Buck's well, I guess garden.
Yes.
Garden?
Yes. Dr. Buck's garden, my medical garden here. Maybe some people might say Garden of Eden.
Garden of Eden, yes. Yeah, I'm just gonna show you the garden. I just gotta find the right buttons.
We'll let our guests or let our listeners know and our watchers know tonight. I'm running the board and I might screw up and Al's on the other end there and I can't we're just winging it.
We're just winging it here. We're getting her done, though. We're getting her done.
Oh, look at that.
Look, there you go. Tamara sees that. There you go.
Nice. That's beautiful. They'll be twice that size in a month.
So there you go. We are at Dr. Buck's garden. And I thought I'd bring that up pretty quick so that, people could see it. People would be interesting and to say, yeah, we're here at Dr. Buck's garden. Welcome to the show, buddy.
Hey, thanks for having us. It's great. I'm glad you guys are out.
And like I said, this is the first time we're doing it. You're the second time we've ever had it we're not even in studio. I was gonna say in studio guest, Tamara, and I can't even say that.
None of us are in a studio today. We're all outside. Is it stifling hot there too?
It has been very hot here. Now today wasn't.
Oh, today's beautiful.
Yeah, today's was great. I know the long range. We're gonna have like a week of 30s.
Yeah,
that's in the long range.
So it's 35 degrees here right now. It's 30 degrees in my house and it's 35 outside. So, and in the kitchen, it's 45 degrees during the day.
Yeah, it's sometimes it's hard to beat the heat.
It's terrible. But the plants love it. The plants love it.
I thought I'd let our watchers know that we're going to take a trip down to Dr. Buck's garden and get a little closer look at the ladies. But a couple questions.
Sure.
On your ladies down there. Number of strains.
We have 72 different strains we're running this year. Everything from double chocolate to, so we have them all documented. So we have 72 different ones that we got on seeds that we broke right from seed. We show on our YouTube channel how to go from seed to weed with Dr. Buck, right? So that's this year. I'm really opening it up and showing people a lot of techniques. It's taken me 20, 30 years to learn. And then we're going to be opening up the B&B. So within another month or so, you'll be able to come here. You'll be able to enjoy the garden, hang out with the doc.
Did you hear him say something there about a B&B?
Yeah, I did. That sounds awesome. I have one question, though, for you. From seed to weed, but what's your productivity on females to males? Because I know from my experience, you get a few boys in there. So what's your what do you figure you're going to end up with?
100%.
You think so?
I know so. I did. If you see when we went on, well, now you came out. Remember you and Kim?
Yeah.
About the show, we did 1,600, didn't we? And I dripped them all. I designed a drip system, and we dripped 1,600 plants.
No, I know, but I'm talking about the male to female ratio. Like, do you get no males?
All feminized.
About feminized seeds.
Then if I didn't, I would have flipped them and did them inside.
Right. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
just curiosity because I know I've done this myself and then flipped the lights on and half my crop's been boys. And that's buying for feminized seeds from a reputable seed company. And so I was just like curious because like that's why I always tell people buy clones because I've had such shitty experiences with buying seeds that they're claiming that are feminized, and then you go to trip them. And I mean, you can trip them early, and usually see if you want to do that, and then put them back. But I've done that, and I've fed my goats half a crop
Yeah,
of
yeah,
cannabis, right? So, like I said, and that's awesome that you get 100% feminized, that they don't come out male. But it's just curiosity because a lot of people, even now, I'm seeing on a lot of the cannabis groups, they're all throwing balls. So,
yeah. That's that time, right?
Showtime.
Showtime.
right?
Oh
So
my.
right. That's what I said. My curiosity. I'm always, curious because, like I said, I know several people that spend hundreds of dollars on feminized seeds, and they get one female out of six. So you know what I mean? Like, and that's the unfortunate thing. Like, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer on this, but just curiosity. So that's awesome that you can get 100% return back on feminized seeds.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I've never had a I've grown feminized seed, but I've never had one that went bad. Like as far as was a male.
Yeah.
To start with, right?
Yeah.
I may have ran in a couple of Hermes over the years, but the majority of the stuff I've been growing for 10+ years, anyways, 12 years actually now. So
But you just straight clone now too, Al. You don't go seed, do you?
no, no, yeah,
No, right?
I should say no. I have. I would say probably in the last year and a half, I went to doing some seeds versus the first 10 years where I just kept growing the same strains. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So when you do all these, you've like you said, you got these all documented. So you've got probably like a layout
Yeah,
plan.
we did a log. That's why you see my rows are all perfect. I did all strings. Then I put each one 10 feet apart. Then we're gonna put a cage around. Right?
Yeah. Okay. So right now the stage they're at, they're there. They're not caged or anything, right?
No. Last year we did it with the scrog, which is the best. But we
Yeah.
got in here late. We were late getting some of our strains, stuff like that. So plus we put all drip line in, right?
Right.
So I designed this drip line. So now that I'm going to show you guys, I can fire up a pump and do everything. We'll go down, we'll fire up a
We'll
pump.
do. Yeah. Yeah. What do you say, Tamara? We get on that
Sure.
before it gets dark, and then
Oh yeah. Yeah, it
when
gets
it
dark there early.
gets dark, and if we don't get carried away by the mosquitoes, because like
Oh yeah.
you would have saw in the picture there's a swamp right there.
Right.
And yeah, you don't hear the highway. You don't hear any roads or vehicles, nothing back here. The only thing you hear are the birds.
That's awesome.
The coyotes.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you thought we might hear some coyotes tonight during the broadcast.
Oh yeah.
Well, that would be cool. I miss the coyotes. I used to have them howling when on our farm too, but I
Mm-hmm.
don't live on the farm anymore.
No, no, I know, eh?
No. I miss that 24,000 acres of things I could be doing out there,
Yeah.
if I still was there, but I'm not.
Okay, well we'll wander down. We'll go down, check the ladies out, check out your watering system.
Yeah.
Okay, and then that way we get that where there's still some light.
Yeah.
And then we can come back and talk what else you've been up to over the last little while.
Sure.
All right.
Great.
All right. Sounds good. Let's make this thing mobile. All right. And I'm gonna
I'm mobile. I came into the darkness now.
Okay.
Cool off a little bit.
Our table there was sitting on my wiring. Okay. I gotta turn that.
So, folks, they are live, like on tour right now, heading to a cannabis garden. So
Yeah.
you have to bear with Al while he flips his camera.
Yeah. Oh.
But this is live podcasting.
Yes, that's right. And like I've said this before, I wish that they would have just a quick button to flip this around. There we go.
Oh, there you go.
All right. Maybe there's probably an easier way to do this, and I'll figure it out. All right. Okay, that's that. Dr. Buck, he's already gone. There's the sun or the sky.
I still can't get over that it gets light there so early. Like, because like I said, we're still 10:30 at night and it's still light here, right? So
Yeah, well, that's the thing, right? It's what you're 2 hours behind us here.
yeah, it's 8 o'clock there. So,
Yeah.
but
Be like,
yeah, yeah,
be like me saying, I can't believe it's still dark out there, Tamara, when it's so light here.
yeah, in the morning, right? I can't believe you're still, yeah, I get it. But yeah, it's odd to me because I'm like the kids still battling 11 o'clock to go to bed because it's still daylight out, right? I can't sleep. It's light outside.
Yeah, here we go. Off
Wow.
mobile, okay?
Off the deck. Yep.
So as you can see, if I'm moving too fast for the camera to keep up, let me know, okay?
I definitely will.
I gotta
No, you're
show.
good.
This is for the ladies. When I built this place, my ex-wife said that you gotta have this. Come on, I gotta show you. This is game changer. A flush toilet. What up?
Woo! That's awesome.
Flush toilet.
And the seat's even down. Yay!
Train, ladies. I come trained.
Oh,
Not that the seat down.
yeah.
Ah, seat's down. Woohoo!
All right.
Okay, what do we got going here, Dr. Buck?
Oh, that's great. That's his watering system.
Steps here. These are the things that I did, mistakes that I made. So when you watch my YouTube videos and stuff, that's our theory. We have fun, we kill shit, and we learn. All right. So here's some of the things that I learned. I'm going to show you guys that I ran all over town. Come on in here, Al. See these two valves here? These are quick clippers I bought at TSC. This piping, this is the stuff that you need that I bought at the spa, Aqua Bay. The other stuff caves. So you see the soft stuff, that was a mistake when I was draining. It was collapsing the hose. So this is key. So now when we want to go, boom, we're one on. There's two. Now we have 2,400 liters gonna go. So, and the other key thing, the mistake I made, right here. This is huge. If you're running a drip system, you don't have, that was $800.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Really?
The biggest mistake that I made when I did a drip
That's
line,
a good pump.
the filter. So you can go through like a pond filter, you can go through anything. Now I'm driving it into a 1-inch line. So so now when I come up here, it's all gravity fed. So this is a one-man show. When I teach people on YouTube, I only got one leg. I don't want to be hiring people. I don't want to be paying somebody $20 an hour to do nothing. Right? So this is why I do my own thing. So now when we come up, now this is going to water all the plants. Done. You fire that up, you walk away. Now watch this. From the downs, right, and stuff like that, as long as you have no kinks in your hose, we're going to go down here and watch these.
So I see here you've buried your line.
Yes, I buried my line so we can do everything with a zero-turn lawnmower. If you watch my YouTube video on Ditch Witch, it was the best, it's the best money I ever spent.
You bought a ditch witch.
I rented it at Home Depot. That's what I did all these.
Oh yeah.
So what I did was
Yeah.
I ran the Ditch Witch down. I buried my half-inch drip line. So when I come down here with my lawnmower, I can do my zero turn.
And nothing gets clipped.
You can
That's
see
great.
the lines. That you can see the dirt.
Yeah. Yeah, that's awesome.
Run. So when we run the pump, it's noisy right now. It'll drip everybody.
So you can see the blue line there. You see the blue
Yeah.
line?
Yep,
Yeah.
absolutely.
No waste.
An irrigation system. That's just terrific.
So then I did a series with our fire hoses. So we're getting water from the river. We're drawing river water, right? So that's the thing. Then I showed everybody how to irrigate. So now my next thing I'm going to build a spray system. I'm going to use 5-gallon pails. I'm going to have that. So I'll be able to hit the switch up here. It'd be just like spraying.
Be misting them.
Misting them all. Right?
Misting them all.
Like a rain.
Like a rain, correct.
Yep.
Yeah, after a long hot streak, I'm sure that they would love a mist.
So we're coming into a drought, stuff like that. When you use this drip system with the 1/4 inch hose, there's zero waste. There's no thing. I got to haul water every day, right? So
Yeah.
we're going 2,400 liters a day.
2,400 liters a day. So you're hauling that trailer
Right.
to the river.
On that river. That's why I built that system, so I can just drop it in the river,
That,
pump my 2 tank. I can fill
that
those,
same pump
yeah.
fills them. Yeah, I see it fills them both at the same time.
Yeah, so I built the system on the top. I did the screws. It blows in the top, so I can fill both tanks at the same time.
Yeah.
I timed it tonight. It took me 12 minutes.
Fuck, 12 minutes.
12 minutes.
Good stuff.
That's amazing.
Smoke a joint. Well, I guess you're driving, so you smoke cigarettes. Oh, you don't smoke cigarettes? Okay, I was thinking. I don't know why I thought you did.
So people ask me, why are you doing the mounds, Doc? So I said, what happens
Yeah.
in the fall? Everything floods. We get heavy rain.
Oh, it depends
Right.
on. Yeah.
So I've been at
Down here, because we're low. Like we're right beside a swamp. It's right behind you.
So we just had what, 2 tornadoes,
Mm.
hurricanes.
Mhm.
That's what comes in the fall. Rain, lots of rain, lots of rain. So I've seen this whole field like that much water.
Really?
Your fingers in the way, Al.
Oh, is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
So I'm just going through the brand stuff. That StreamYard thing down there is like a little saying. I don't know if it's supposed to be there or if it can be removed.
Oh, stream live viewer comment shop on stream. This is an example. Tap on comment to show
I
it
can't.
on screen. Hang
Yeah.
on. There is
I don't
no.
Okay, keep going there, Dr. Buck.
So we're gonna do another one here. I'm gonna show people probably the next day. We're gonna prune all this off, like all this bottom shit. We gotta get all this shit off.
You're gonna go in there and you're gonna remove all.
Yeah, so we can get air, stuff like
now
that.
tell people why you're gonna remove that. Some people say, "Well, holy fuck, you're cutting off branches. You're gonna be, reducing your buds."
If you look at my series last year when we did this field, their buds were that big, and we had like 100 on each one, right? So then we trimmed all this off. So we want all the air to get through. We want powdery mildew. Then we want all the love to go up top of the buds. We don't want it going down there. So when you trim all that off, everything's going up there. You're gonna make bigger buds, harder buds. You're gonna prune as you go through, right?
Yeah.
The biggest thing I tell people is light. So when we do one on bending, come here and I'll show you why you bend. So when you bend that down, instead of having like say 5 or 6 tops, we're gonna have 50 tops because every one of these is gonna bend up. That's gonna be a top. That's gonna be a top. That's gonna be a top, and that's gonna be a top, and that's gonna be a top. Watch my series last year, the exact same spot. We had 100 tops. You were here.
Yeah, I was here. I saw them.
Every one of those plants.
And like so many people, like, oh, you great big tall plants, but when you can spread them out like that, and those become grow points, obviously, and they grow up and they create buds.
So on this plant here, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe 30 tops. I'm gonna go up and get a piece of mesh, and I'm gonna send you video and stuff. I'm gonna make that 30 tops into 100. Because why? Look, you're gonna pull that off. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Why? Because every one of them's gonna peel up. That's a top. That's a top, and that's a top. It's shallow. That's why you bend it. It's not evasive. It's not slimming. Like when you slim, you roll it, you pop it, and you let the rest come up. This here, you're pulling down. See how gentle that is?
Yeah.
So now what you're doing, when you blend it all down like this, look, all these guys are getting all their light. All these will be all tops. Because you're gonna right?
That's right. So all these individual grow points that are in here, which are just little things right now, will reach for the sun. That's and
right. So you look
become
right
tops.
Down there. When we do that, there's gonna be 100 tops. Every one of those is gonna be a top.
Yeah, yeah, oh yeah. They'll be up with the sun instead of buried inside.
I want my plant this high. I don't want the 16-foot plants because what comes in the fall? The wind. Everything else. They're gonna smash. They're gonna be all over the place. I want my plant this side. I want a screen around it. So when it comes to harvest time, it comes to prune time. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to do.
That's
right?
amazing. Yeah, that's so amazing. Look at them. They're so beautiful and green. Look at the green.
I know, eh? Why are they so green, Dr. Buck?
Don't panic. It's organic.
There you go.
The soil and the soil feeds the plant. I've been using the same
Beautiful.
years. So when people tell you that, here's the proof. So you feed the soil the nutrients. Look at my plants. When people say you can't pull as much as organic, check my video last year. That's
Yeah.
crazy shit.
Yeah.
And that's trimming that. Like,
Oh yeah, I remember when we come down. We spent some time with you.
yeah.
While you were trimming some of it, and yeah,
There's lots
lots, and hand trimming would take a while, man, long time.
Yeah.
Two clients that said that they lost half of their fields because they couldn't get it off.
Yeah, that
All
happens.
rotten. Right?
Yeah, exactly. And you would just, if somebody had a field similar to this, I'm sure there are many, you could just drive in here and trim someone's garden, trim their garden.
Well, we drive in there. We come here thing. We have a generator in the back of the truck. We have the trailer with all the equipment. We're running 3 T4s, 1 T2, and 2 buckers.
Wow,
so we're trimming over 100 pounds an hour.
Yeah, 100.
So when people come up to us and you will not see this, and you show me one video that once somebody goes in, chops something down like that, and they're blowing through that. Every video you watch Mobius, you watch T2, you watch Twist, you watch all the big trimmers. If you notice their buds, they're coming through on the conveyors. All no sucker leaves, no nothing.
Cleaned
They've
off,
already been cleaned off, 85%. So when you see that come out, right?
Yeah.
You see the video when I trimmed all yours, right?
Yeah.
Think about perfect.
Well, actually, in your commercial here during the show, there's a close up of a bud, like real close up of a bud, and that was my cannabis that you trimmed for me, and I'm sure Tamara, when you see it, you'll agree. Like, there's nothing wrong with that look of that trim.
Yeah.
No.
And I tell people,
I mean, the technology's gotten so much better, right?
Yeah.
Over the years, like from 10 years ago to now.
Like,
Totally different.
I know there's people out there that have concerns about trichome stealing. People do lose trichomes in any method of trimming. I know that I still had lots left on mine.
you look, I'm gonna pull these over and we're gonna send videos, and there's gonna be like I'm gonna pull this right over like this,
Yeah,
and like this. It's gonna be like that. So this plant will probably finish this high at the most, and it'll be 100 tons.
but it'll be out. Like you've got 10 feet.
Yeah,
between each. There's 10 feet between each plant. So time you spread them out, there's going to be a lot less room in here.
Yeah.
Right.
But see how easy it is going to harvest. So we're going to do.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's like all these little bushes everywhere, right? Yep. Here, Tamara. You can. Well, I guess there's nothing to smell yet.
Not yet. But I bet the whole area has a nice little smell to it, because even when they're growing, they might not, even if they're not in bud, they still have a bit of a smell. So bet you that leaves a beautiful odor.
Lemony smell, he says. Eh?
Yeah. It's funny because when we were kids, we used to walk past this house down the block, and it always had kind of a peppery, smell to it. And as I grew up, I realized, well, it was marijuana, right? But as a kid, you didn't. Yeah.
There's a wide one here.
Oh, that's beautiful. So when were these planted?
When were these planted?
I planted them different stages. I had some
Yeah.
there.
You can see the different sizes, but some of that is natural genetics as well, right?
Some I started at different stages just to show people
Yeah.
as we go along, right? But
sure.
Yeah, they were started anywhere from, I don't put nothing in until the first probably June 15th, June 10th.
Right.
I keep side stuff like that.
Yeah.
Keep them on the plate, keep them on the different weather for the extra week or so. That's what I tell people. For the extra week of hydro, to know you go downstairs, you can water your plant properly or whatever, it's well worth it.
Not bowled over by a tornado.
What a nightmare that would be.
Basically we've had 2 in the area, and I can't recall whenever I could say that we've had 1 in the area.
I know. How far do you live from him? Like how many?
I'm probably 10 minutes, say 50. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So it's not like you guys are 2 hours down. How convenient, Al. That's great.
That is like a big bung. You just need a bowl on that, Dr. Buck.
This thing here is a deer lick I put here like 5 years ago.
Wow.
I put one every year, I should say.
Oh, okay.
But I set in this spot and it goes into the tree.
Yeah.
You sit up on the deck and you watch the deer, like 6 deer will come in every night. So
Really?
you just sit up there and you watch the deer and they come and they lick that thing. That's how small it is. It was like that big before.
How big? No, your hands down by the lick, man. Now show us.
Like it
Yeah.
was like
Wow.
it was
There
Yeah.
you go.
like a TSC and they just come and lick them. Those things are amazing.
Yeah. Well, it keeps them off your plants.
Like when you told me that this thing was in here, I thought, well, I'd be concerned about the deer coming in. But this,
and they lick this.
they go to this.
Look where the plant is right beside it.
Yeah, right. There's one right
Did you
beside
see
it.
anything eat off of it?
No, I don't see anything out of it. No.
No, you feed them, they don't bother your plants.
No.
Okay, I just want to make sure I'm not stepping on anything in here. Yeah, you can see some a little bit smaller. Looks like this one's got lost out here. Yeah, that can happen. Yeah. And some get in later. You can see, from this angle.
Well, then it gives you like a gap kind of in between trim too, right? You got this one this week, then you got those ones coming down next week. So it's kind of like a rotation. So you're not having to try and get all that off at once.
So you see what's up there? Look.
Cute.
Yeah, that's where we started the show from. Up there on that big deck up there.
Oh, looks beautiful.
Climbing that ladder, just so you know.
Fire route.
it's a fire escape.
It's a fire escape. It's your fire escape.
So hey,
go ahead.
I got to touch base. What we're doing is we're having a Dr. Buck's High B&B. So you're going to be able to come here.
Yeah.
There's a queen size bed up on top there. You'll be able to rent it for a night or whatever. You will wake up. You'll be overlooking all these luscious ladies. There's going to be the deck, which I'm going to be finishing in the next week or so. You'll be able to book online, and it's completely off the grid.
Completely experience here.
Right? That's great. And on that note, Al, we need to take a break and thank our sponsors because it's 6:32.
Like where you go to a B&B and see this amount of cannabis.
None that I know.
And be off grid with a flush toilet.
Oh yeah, I told you it's all about the ladies. You gotta take care of the ladies. Then next year, what I want to do is once we have everything here, I'm gonna mound everything with like wood chips, which I should have had on, which I don't. That's the key, is to have the wood chips over like almost like a fertilizer or like a protection cover, right?
Yeah.
So a quarter inch of wood chips over that and drip it. Then what I want to do is I'm gonna either do like almost like a ramp or a dock, so people that are in wheelchairs, people that have walkers. If you're in a wheelchair, you'll be able to come right up, touch the plant, look at the plant, because I want to do almost like each one of these. If you're in a walker, a wheelchair, you have a disability, whatever, you'll be able to wheel right up. We'll be able to bring you in. You'll be able to take your wheelchair right up, go right around this plant, diagnose it, whatever, look at it,
work with it.
So where can you go in the world?
Hands-on experience.
You can come and touch the plant.
Yeah. And, some people say, oh, you just touch the cannabis plant. I can tell you, I've been at shows in Toronto and booths, and people just love touching a cannabis plant.
Right. Who doesn't want to touch a bud and smell your hands, smell that lemonade, smell that double chocolate, Gorilla Glue, think of whatever, right? And I want to teach people. So that's why we're going to build all the railing on here. We're building a ramp off the back so people can come up onto that. That's why we did the bathroom in there, so people can with a wheelchair, disabilities, right?
Yeah, exactly. Good stuff. And you're out here in the bush, like you're. I don't know how far we drove in, but it's a few minutes drive in here.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna turn this around.
If you want to come down and help me, and we want to do some pruning, you want to learn, you want to touch, you just want to hang out and smoke joints all day. That's
I know of a local fella who would probably just love to do that. He's a past.
Because when I was learning, none of that was available. There was you'd have to learn from a book or some.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Some guy told this guy. And...
Learn from a book, yeah, or you learn from trial and error.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. I'm not going to turn the camera around yet because we're up here at the B&B and the tanks here again. You're shutting things down. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'll shut it down. Then I'll run the pump average pretty noisy, right? So everybody gets it. So you see how I went in the top here?
Yes. You can see you got the hose is connected there.
I'll show you what I do. This saves so much time. See that?
Oh yeah.
So what I did was I took the piece out of that center.
Yeah.
Then I went to the hardware store and I bought that coupling.
Oh
so
yeah.
On the top. Zero waste. Just do that there. Boom. Boom.
There you go.
You don't have to worry about taking off. So all I got to do is when I go there, I just switch my hose. So that's why I made it quick, easy. This here's for my 2 tanks, right?
Yeah.
This goes to the top, right? From the river.
Right.
Right. And my BMA bobber. So I take this, I get to the river.
Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah, yeah. Hook that there.
So I back up to the river where it's flat. And what I would do.
Oh yeah, you're right. You got it all secured in. You just got back with it, right? So throw that in the water. Okay. Oh, it's even got okay. You got the filter on there. Now, was that plastic jug part of it in order to keep it floating?
So that's why I called it the BMA filter, the bobber.
Ah.
See what's on it?
Oh yeah, there you go.
So I gotta,
Hey,
this is the key. When this is in the water,
yeah,
and it's holding it up.
Sure.
Last year, I sucked a lot of shit.
Yeah, I imagine.
So if you get it in the bottom of the thing, you suck that in your tank, and I'm blowing that in my filter, and it was clogging my filter.
Yeah.
So I put that in there. So when I put it in the river, I drop it, it goes below. It's sucking all the clean water.
Oh yeah.
Easy.
Oh, and you know what that would, I know BMA they give those jugs away, and then all you need is a piece of wire.
So easy it is. People spend hundreds of dollars. So when I show people on
Yeah.
YouTube and all that stuff that we have,
Because that's yes,
like a pool filter would work perfect. I've seen pool filter for $25.
Pool filter, eh?
Right?
Yeah.
That is the key right
And that helps keeps the big chunks out of there, and then this keeps the finer pieces out of those drip lines down there.
Those emitters are so small.
Right.
Like people, that's how I blow.
I'm sure that people are probably thinking that, well, he's going to clog his emitters. Like how often, or do you ever have to change the emitters?
You just open that up and it blows it. So that's what I like about this filter. I'll give you a quick show. So, but all of a sudden,
yeah.
Take a break. We need to take a break. It's 33.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay.
All right. We're heading for that.
We're going to take a break. Yeah, we'll be right back after a quick break to thank our sponsors.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
At Legacy 420, we believe in being different.
Experience the difference of quality control.
Our labs provide tested formulations for all of our products.
Experience the difference in trust.
Our customers can trust that we are following up-to-date COVID precautions for their safety.
Experience the difference in accessibility.
We're open 7 days a week. Please visit our website, legacy420.com, or contact us for curbside pickup as well as nationwide mail order shipping.
Legacy 420 values overall wellness.
Come and experience the difference of Legacy 420.
Growing your own vegetables, flowers, or even medicinal plants can be a challenge without the right equipment and proper know-how. At BMA Hydroponics, not only are they your urban horticultural experts and suppliers, but their staff holds the customer's needs paramount to making a sale. Family-owned with decades of experience and knowledge, they offer free advice in person, by phone, or email. BMA Hydroponics wants to ensure you have the advice you need, which is why you'll find tips and tricks on different ways to grow, like wick, ebb and flow, drip, or aeroponic system, as well as other helpful links at bmahydroponics.com. If you can't find what you're looking for, just let them know, and they'll do everything they can to get what you're looking for. At BMA Hydroponics, each staff member also possesses a federal exemptee MMAR license, making their strong suit empathy, experience, and dedication to their customers. Because when you know how to grow, you'll have results that make you proud. BMA Hydroponics in Belleville, Ontario. Visit bmahydroponics.com.
Let's share PACE everywhere. That way it can help create peace. People everywhere advocating cannabis education.
Enjoy the buzz of legalization with Campbellford Lifestyle Shop. From lights to plant nutrients, books, consumption accessories, and more, we've got all your basics to grow or consume cannabis. Visit our info center or take a look at our piercing services and body jewelry, now available in-store through Campbellford Lifestyle Shop, 17 Bridge Street West, Campbellford.
PACE Radio is the People Advocating Cannabis Education Radio Network.
CP operates a medicinal cannabis signing clinic. If you want to grow your own medicinal cannabis and are located anywhere in Canada, then I'd like to suggest that you give them a call. They can be reached at 1-613-967-9888. That's 1-613-967-9888, and grow on with CP.
A doctor's job is to relieve your pains. And when it comes to growing cannabis, the biggest pain is trimming. Let Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions take the pain away. Whether you're a home grower or commercial operation, we have the cure. From 4 plants to 400 plants, garden size doesn't matter. Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions comes to you with years of experience and professional discreet service. It's simple. We trim your weed and we do a damn good job. Visit drbuckcts.com to book your trimming.
We are people advocating cannabis education here at paceradio.net. Hello, there we are. Welcome back to the Pace Radio Show. We're live on location here at Dr. Buck's garden here out in the middle of nowhere land. All right.
That sounds so awesome, just to be not around people. Just to be able to hang out, right?
You don't hear anything where we're at. You know, well, I'm hearing a farmer or something. Getting hay. There you go. They're getting hay. And it's not a highway with a bunch of cars going by or anything. And it's a walk. Oh yeah. A walk or a drive, one or the other, to get in here.
That's beautiful.
The hares, you can hear them out there now, the tractor's going. So yeah, we're here at Dr. Buck's garden. Before the break, we went around and we toured the garden down there, and I'll be flipping the camera once we're done talking here, and that we'll be able to see the garden. Plus, Dr. Buck, you've got something you want to show us, right?
Yeah, I want to give you guys a quick tip on my pump system.
Okay, all right, just 72 strains. Anybody's wondering how many are in Dr. Buck's garden?
all logged. He's got it all written down.
yeah Different stages. People watch.
We're both smoking doobies then. That's a good thing, Al.
Poking you in the face,
right?
There we go, Dr. Buck's garden down there. Okay. Oh, you got company, Dr. Buck. All right. 12 tanks are now open. You want to clean the filter out? So that spray that cleans the filter out.
That backwashes the filter and blows it all out.
Blows it all out. Cleans it right out. Because it would, you're getting the big chunk outs there. That's getting the smaller crap, obviously really small stuff. So it's got to be a fine filter. That would clog up quickly, and having that, obviously, like that took 2 seconds.
Now, if you hear it, these were on such a grade. Hear the water siphoning? You hear it siphoning through the pipe? See how the pipe's still hard here?
Yeah.
So the key is here, you want to put a check valve. If you throw a check valve, like a 1-inch check valve in here, it's going to hold the pressure in that line. If we go down there right now, they're all dripping.
Yes.
So what I would do is I let this run for maybe 10 minutes. I'll shut the motor off, and I'll leave these 2 tanks open. And I'll come back 3 hours later to be empty. So you don't have to waste gas.
Yeah,
all that stuff.
exactly.
They're off grid, right?
Yeah, that keeps the pressure of the water going, and there's no use having this engine running if it's,
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
this is process.
So the gravity, this gravity, like it just momentum, down a hill, right?
The one-man show.
Makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
One person can do that. You got everything buried.
Yeah. So we use a 0-turn lawnmower. We only got one leg to work. Then I bought this for $200. I bought it on Marketplace.
Just a little pump.
You see these like all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's totally awesome. It's good that, because a lot of people do have the issue that they don't have any help, right? So if you can be set up so that you can run everything on your own, that's even better.
Exactly.
Sure. Yeah. We're
Exactly.
gonna go windmill with batteries here, so we'll be completely off grid. We're having the propane guy said he'd actually bring his truck up here, put 2 big propane tanks. So if you come inside the camp, it's all propane fireplace. So when you come here for the vacay or relax, you're not stoking the fire, you're just hitting the thermostat.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Nice. That's still to come, so you're not going to see a fireplace today.
It's in there. Sorry.
Oh, is it in there?
I
thought you said the propane guy was still had to come hook it up.
No, but I'll show you.
Oh, the tanks are there. Okay, you got the stove. Okay.
Yeah, it's all. I've been using it for like.
Oh, it's
5-6
dark in
years.
here.
I'll fire up the Jenny and we'll get some light.
Fire up the Jenny. Okay. There we go. From inside. Oh, he's got company. His company's out there. Okay, we got lights. All right, Dr. Buck.
So everybody thinks this is wood.
Oh, right.
This ain't
Yes,
wood.
that's not. Oh, I thought it was wood. Oh, yeah, for sure.
I come up here and I live here for weeks. This is my favorite thing. It's called the thermostat. So when you come here, if you want it to be 70, you click at 70. This thing comes on or off, does everything.
There you go, eh?
Like,
Flush toilet, Tamara, and
Wow.
and a propane fireplace that you just have to turn it on and you got
And same with the stoves, all propane. That looks like a cute little place to go hang out.
edge propane stuff. Like
Yeah.
it's backwoods B&B. Right?
you got to go up the stairs.
Let's
shoot
go.
The view.
All right.
All right. Did we tell them what this was? Should we share this?
Sure, I'm not. I can't recall the story.
Okay. Well, we got this
That's
from a
up to
mutual
you.
friend. We got this from a mutual friend. Do you see this, Tamara?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
This is the original jail door from Brampton, Ontario.
Oh, wow.
There?
Yeah.
You run right from the ground up. This is the original jail. Like
Original.
Cowboys and Indians saying. They ripped that
Wow.
jail. This is so I don't know how cool would that be to come to Dr. Buck's IBB get a picture with that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That is cool. That's super cool.
Only one.
Yeah.
An original, unique thing.
Okay, we're gonna make our way up a set of
Oh,
stairs.
that's really cool. I like that. That's really neat.
You wake up in the morning in your queen size bed. The railings are all going to be finished. This is all cedar. We cut all this off the property.
Oh, look at the ceiling.
And look,
It's beautiful.
That's all cut here from the property.
yeah, I made all this. I did all this.
He made all this.
Yeah.
Wow. That's beautiful.
Okay, so the view.
Maybe this is what you're going to be looking at when you wake up in the morning and have your coffee.
There we go. I'll come back. You got the queen bed here, just to the left of me, but you can see it in the bottom corner of the picture, and
Yeah, it's
that's you
beautiful.
out there. Yeah.
The big
It's always a dream.
skies.
I said,
Yeah.
I want to wake up and see my pot plants and my little piece of heaven.
Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, look, see them down there.
Yeah. That's really good. That's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah.
So where can you go in the world? Do you wake up and you look at that? You want to go down and touch the ladies, say good morning, and have a cup of coffee and sit down and have a chitty chat.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Able to do that, no problem at all. You could sit out there on that deck and overlook them all as well.
Oh, yeah.
Sit out there and have your coffee.
Yeah.
You tell them with the one night fee, we're going to supply probably 7 to 10 different strains you can try. So when you come up into Dr. Buck's high B&B, we're going to have outfitted you with 10 to 15 different strains to see what we have, and we're going to share some of our medicine with you, right? So you come up, it'll be all in a nice little jar. We're going to have the label on it, plus you can take it home with you.
Yeah.
That's super cool too. Yeah. And that's exactly what you want to do. Like market that to people because people will come.
Oh, well, good catch.
Thanks.
I almost got caught on the bedpost. Yeah. You mentioned testing.
Yes, we have a new tester that we're offering testing. Now we're going to be able to test everything. So when we're making all our salves, we're making all our stuff, whatever, we could test that batch and we can send that right to you. So if you brought me your weed, because so many people are bullshit. Saying that's 27%. So we make everything from shot to everything now.
Yeah.
That, right? So we know
so you're
exactly
offering
what's
testing
going into your stuff. So when we hand you something, we can tell you, hey, that's got 18%
right.
THC, that's got CBD, it's got all those things.
And I guess someone gets something tested, you can print it out, give them results.
Send it right to them.
Send it to them. There you go. Email, text message, whatever. Yeah.
You send
Digital
me your
world.
bud, I can test your bud. We can even Zoom and I can go right on and do it right live.
Oh, really?
Oh, sure. You want me to do it live? We'll do it live.
Yeah. Not today.
No.
Not today.
But us different clients, whatever. So clients say, come here. They brought their weed with them. I can test it for them.
Yeah. Then you look down over top of the table. You see what's on the table. A big bag of weed.
Yeah. Yep. No, that's a super nice little place.
Yeah. You know, it's back here. Nothing's gonna bother you. And if you just wanna lay in bed and look out those windows all day, do it.
You can. Yeah.
Yeah. Or come out here. We started the show. You know, he's got some tools around here, right? Because you're working on things. But you know, he's nice little chair there. We pulled up the tools there in order to make a coffee table to get things going. And you can sit out here, watch the sunset, and watch the ladies grow.
Oh yeah. If you want to come over, we're going to be working with the ladies every day, and you want to talk to me, you got questions, whatever. Hey, we're happy to oblige. We learn. I want to teach people.
Right, exactly.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes. Now, are we near the second commercial break time, Tamara?
It's at 53, so we got about 12 minutes.
Nice. Okay, because during the commercial break, what I'll do is I'll set us back up there at the chair.
Sure.
And we can sit down and have just a chit chat.
Sure.
Type conversation. So now, have you ever experienced with running these drip systems and stuff? Have you ever experienced any malfunction, whether it was a line got broken or?
Yes.
Yeah, and then I guess you go find the wet spot.
Yeah. So if you notice, right, what I did was I put a shut-off tap on the front and the back, right?
Good. That's right. So it's not just running freely down here and then being distributed.
Right.
You actually have valves so you have sections and areas that you can control where your flow goes.
So there's one main valve. So this is a 1-inch pipe. So every time you're going into a drip system, like the ideal would have been a 3-inch header on the top of this drip system, feeding each 1/2-inch line. The more volume going in, the better. I didn't have that.
Right.
I had 1 inch. So you always want to at least double it. So we're running 1/2 inch line, so we got a 1-inch hose.
Right.
So there's a 1-inch hose feeding it. Then there's an electronic shutoff valve here. You can buy them at Lowe's. Then I'm gonna run a wire up into here.
He's in the middle of the bush. It's got electronic valves in the woods.
So there's an electronic valve there that I'm gonna run a wire to, that I'll be able to push a button by sitting in that chair, and everything could be watered. So
Remote control watering. Once you get the line pressurized.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'll be able to just sit here.
Yeah.
Medicate, hit a button, and everything will do. Then I'll have the sprinkler set up, because if you look at the system we did at BDW,
Yeah.
that's what we designed. So we were dripping 1600.
That's a lot of that's a lot of plants that if you had to hand water them.
Same with it.
And you can't rely on the rain.
No. Like we're pumping 22 to 2400 liters a day. Like you would never have a well keep up there.
No.
Right?
No, you wouldn't.
No.
You'd have to have some place that was naturally fed all the time.
That's right. Like a large body of water, a
River, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So then after this year's over, when we're done the harvest, I'll have you guys come back and harvest and do one at harvest, right?
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Well, this
is
is one reason I sort of wanted to do this now, is the fact that we get to see them now. You know,
Right?
Yeah, and we'll come back and we'll do
Well, yeah,
another.
you live so close, you can rip down there like, every couple of weeks and get some progress.
Yeah. We'll do some as a on the road feature and some here on the Pace Radio Show as a guest here, because it's going to be interesting to watch these girls grow. That's for sure. So now let's see what else. Now, when it comes to, well, like I said, it'd be great right now, pruners, to give anybody some experience that's looking for experience. You're willing to show them how to do it all, right?
Yeah, we're gonna shoot some YouTube videos on doing all that, on pruning. Then we're gonna do some bending, right? So you don't want to pinch now. You're done. You're past pinching, right?
Right.
So
Yeah.
you want to do a few couple, and if you notice all the ones that a lot of them have so many tops, I pinched twice.
Now, how? I know why, but for watchers, because there's always people learning, and we like to educate people. Pinching, to you and me, we know what it is, and Tamara knows what it is, but somebody else may not.
Oh, for sure. When you pinch, when you come up there, I did a couple videos on pinching. So when you pinch it, instead of one, you're making two. So right. So if you got 10 tops, you pinch, now you're gonna have 20 tops.
And the actual pinching, what you're pinching is you're removing the very top grow point in order to make it so it grows into two basically arms, two branches.
When we go in and get around, I'll go down, cut off a branch, and we'll pinch right in front of your.
Yeah, there you go.
We'll do it live.
Yeah, we'll do it live. Exactly. Mosquitoes. You said that. Eh? So why don't we go for that break? And
Sounds good.
I'll get reset up in the cabin. Okay. Away
Sounds good.
And then we'll talk pinching.
I'll go down
and
to our branch.
And we'll pinch live. And I have other stuff to ask you about as well.
Perfect. Let's do it.
All right.
All
Okay. I'm gonna turn. Where am I? There I go.
All right. We'll be right back after another commercial break from our sponsors.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Growing your own cannabis is easier than you think. Whether you're growing for recreational or medical purposes, BMA Hydroponics has everything you need to succeed. From the standard 4-plant recreational systems to the latest cutting-edge hydroponic equipment, BMA can customize your package and do it at discount prices. Visit BMA Hydroponics at 404 Maitland Drive in Belleville and ask us for a free estimate. Or call 613-9...
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.
Growing your own cannabis is easier than you think. Whether you're growing for recreational or medical purposes, BMA Hydroponics has everything you need to succeed. From the standard 4-plant recreational systems to the latest cutting-edge hydroponic equipment, BMA can customize your package and do it at discount prices. Visit BMA Hydroponics at 404 Maitland Drive in Belleville and ask us for a free estimate. Or call 613-967-9888 and we will give you an estimate over the phone.
the only way to go.
In February of 2022, the Victoria Cannabis Buyers Club and Ted Smith were fined $6.5 million. This for helping 8,500 patients with access to medical cannabis. In our interview with Ted, he spoke to us about how people can donate to help in an upcoming court challenge. And here is part of that interview. From what I've seen lately, I believe that you've got something that you're trying to do as far as fundraising to deal with this next court challenge.
For now, people can write checks directly to Jack Lloyd Law Corporation or send e-transfers to save the VCBC at gmail.com. I guess those are the two easiest ways for people to help right now.
What do you find at paceradio.net? People advocating cannabis education.
A doctor's job is to relieve your pains. And when it comes to growing cannabis, the biggest pain is trimming. Let Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions take the pain away. Whether you're a home grower or a commercial operation, we have the cure. From 4 plants to 400 plants, garden size doesn't matter. Dr. Buck Cannabis Trimming Solutions comes to you with years of experience and professional discreet service. It's simple. We trim your weed and we do a damn good job. Visit drbuckcts.com to book your trimming.
Did you know that the Pace Radio Network isn't just a radio network? That's right, because most, but not all of our programming is now done via video and is then podcasted at paceradio.net. So if you want to watch, yes, watch our programming, you'll find us on the Pace Radio Network's Facebook page, plus the show's own page, and you'll find us live on the network's YouTube channel. And don't forget, you can find it all, video and audio, at paceradio.net.
At Legacy 420, we believe in being different.
Experience the difference of quality control.
Our labs provide tested formulations for all of our products.
Experience the difference in trust.
Our customers can trust that we are following up-to-date COVID precautions for their safety.
Experience the difference in accessibility.
We're open 7 days a week. Please visit our website, legacy420.com, or contact us for curbside pickup as well as nationwide mail order shipping.
Legacy 420 values overall wellness.
Come and experience the difference of Legacy 420.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net. Hey, there we go.
There. No, I had to. I keep this thing keeps throwing me backwards. I don't know. Anyways, I'm back.
back. We're both back, and we're now. I gotta make an adjustment here at the camera because I couldn't see it during the commercials. Right? So there we go. We got the door. We got the fireplace. We got Dr. Buck.
You're all set up. Yeah.
There you go. Well, for those who just tuned in, Pace Radio Show, we're live on location at Dr. Buck's medicinal garden here in Ontario. How's that? And earlier in the first 2 segments of the program, we spent some time outside with the ladies.
We did, hanging with the girls.
Yeah. Beautiful.
Yeah, exactly. And you told us all about your water system.
Yeah, we ran through the water system there. Hopefully it helped a few people out there. There's things that I ran into, mistakes I ran into. And you don't have to, but you can learn from my mistakes.
That's right. Exactly. You know, when I do these shows from home, it's not very often that, we sit here and roll joints together and smoke doobies and do
right.
We're going to pinch live. We're going to show people what
I'll have to come out here more often.
Oh, yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah, exactly. The now let's see how else was it. Okay, so we've talked about you've got the plants. You talked about showing people, educating people on doing things in the garden.
Yes.
As we said before the commercial break, we're talking pinching, right?
Yep.
So here we go. You've got yourself a branch right there in front of you. I don't know if you can see. Can you see that, Tamara?
Oh
Go
yeah.
ahead.
Well, yeah, a little over, a little more. There you go. Yep, you can see it perfectly now.
When people want to pinch, I just went down and I just cut these off some of the bottom branches, right? When you want to pinch, when we talked about you making 1 into 2, right there. So in between that little Y, right? You just want to pinch like that. Now what's going to happen, there's going to be one come off here and one come off here. That's how easy it is to pin. So you don't want to do that late in the season. I pinch those ones twice. So when they get up, you sprout, stuff like that. Maybe when they get up 12, 14 inches, and that's what you want to do. So then we talked about bending, which we're going to do this. This is key. This will double, triple your crop. I've done it. Look at my videos from last year. Look at those the same holes. If you go on our videos from last year when you were here, you'll see the same holes.
Well, go see your videos for sure. But we just saw some of it in the commercial break.
Yeah, those are the same spots. You don't need. We were pulling a pound dry. We were pulling 5 pounds of wet weed off those plants. Trim.
Wow.
Off something up to your waist. When people say you need the big ones, you just say, hey, give Doc a call. I'll show you. Right? So here. So this is key. If I was going to show somebody one thing, this would be it. So when you got those things and you bend them, now look. There's 1 top. There's 2 tops. There's 3 tops. There's 4 tops. There's 5 tops. There's 6 tops. There's 7 tops off of 1 branch. That's how easy it is. I'm going to show you guys. When next time you come, or you come back in 2 weeks, I'm going to go back there. All I'm going to do is I got to roll a wire fencing. I'm going to get a garbage can. I'm going to wrap that around the garbage can. I'm going to tie wrap it so they're all the same. I'm going to slide that over the plant. Then I'm going to bend all the branches in between so the light can get in it. Now I got something to support the ladies. It's like wearing a bra.
Yeah.
Right?
And when you bend, it's not oasis. It's not pinching. It's not hurting the plant. Right? You're bending the plant.
Yeah, you're just bending it. I know of a guy who actually he took the plant and he bent it like you said, but when he got to a certain point, he actually submerged some of that branch and with grow points in order to start another root base, and that almost started a whole new plant because he had small numbers.
Right.
And he did that in order to increase his numbers. You would, I believe, would have known now. Brasso. I don't know if you know him. Would have known him.
Oh yeah, my blueberry strain that I used to grow was his strain that he gave me when I was in Ottawa, and now I can't get that strain anymore because it was a hash bud. Yeah, so I had many seeds from him and Robin.
Yeah,
yep, I did know him.
Yeah. The now you've also got so we got the plants. You're educating people. Anybody who wants to come over and learn something, you're more than willing to educate them on it. The B&B. I'm assuming there's, you could come here. You're gonna spend a lot of time just doing nothing, other than enjoying doing nothing.
That's right.
Because part of going away, sure, there's lots of times you go away and enjoy it, but some of the times going away is to relax. And and there's no doubt you're gonna get that here.
When we come up, I'm gonna give you 6 or 7 different strains you can try. So you can just sit on this deck that I built there and look at us and look at Mother Nature when she's kicking out. You don't have to do nothing.
No. Now, not only what's other benefits of the relaxation of coming here to help you relax. You're talking about cannabis availability. What about anything else? Like when it comes to, I don't know, somebody who's, just like a lotion or creams or salves, anything like that.
Yeah, we invented I invented, which we're on our website now. If you go there, Dr. Buck's Hand and Hoof Salve. We have a CBD one now. We have a 1-to-1 ratio. Then we have a THC one. It's all lab tested. We test all our stuff, all our products. So when you go to your can, you hit the SKU code on the can, SKU code, and it takes you right to the website. You hit the button, you can order, you fill in the information, we'll ship it right to your door. That's how easy it is. You don't even have to leave your house. You just gone like on Amazon. All right.
Easy peasy.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. And tested.
Oh yeah. It's all lab tested. And if you got any questions, phone me. I'll pick up the phone. I'm not gonna send you to some other third world country. You're gonna talk to Doc. Hey, how's it going?
Right.
You know that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he'd rather talk to you on the phone than send messages. Like, you can send messages, he'll respond. But
Maybe.
when you're, yeah, but when you're talking stuff like that, that's important.
For sure.
Then you talk to him in person.
For sure. That's like I'm old school. I'd rather talk to you and you can talk and tell me, because when you text, there's so many different ways, especially the younger generation, they mean different things than us older generation. Right?
Right. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure. No doubt about that. And it's so important, to be able to learn how to produce your own products. When it comes to, there's always a cost. Okay. Whether you grow your own cannabis, even like, you've got this nice garden going on out here, there's still a cost to that, right?
Oh, it's huge. Like $2 a liter, 8 liters. When you're pulling that trailer with 2 totes in it, I go to town every day. That's when people don't realize the effort. It's like I tell them,
So,
the more you put in, the more you get out.
well, yeah, exactly. So whether you, there's, now I've lost where I was going with that train of thought, but there's always a cost involved in growing cannabis. So whether you're buying from the store or whether you're growing out here like you are, there's still an expense, and nobody grows weed for free.
Oh,
No.
No. So when I do organic,
Because so many people have said to me over the years, "Well, you grow your own." Well, yeah, I do. Not only the money but the time that's involved.
I've been on some grows that their chemical bill, if they were feeding them, it could be $50,000. I went to a grow that he spent $100,000 in irrigation just to get water.
Oh.
Like people don't get that. Like when you do something that magnitude, like a friend of mine did 3,000 plants, right? Like when you do something that first thing I say to a client when I go in there and they want me to trim, it's like, where are you drying it? Oh, I never thought about that.
Exactly. Yeah. I've seen it. Keep going, sorry.
3,000 plants. I'm thinking, like, if I get say 5 pounds of wet cannabis or hemp off one plant, like how many thousands of pounds of wheat?
Oh,
then that goes all moldy. So you spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and you didn't do your homework.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. There's so many times, especially like when legalization first started, that was happening. People weren't even thinking about that, and especially something that big, Tamara.
I know, right?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Like I just can't and they get so big, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And big doesn't mean tall. Big just means yield is big.
Yeah. But I mean, when you're pulling all those branches back to and making those tops actually have more weight to them, right? And you're getting the more, all of it being fed to that nutrient, to that top, right? Because that's what the plant usually concentrates on, is the top of the plant. So if you've got more tops, then you're getting more, everything it's needing to the top of that plant.
Yeah. And it's, it's sunshine and organic foods.
Feed the soil, so it feeds the plant.
That's right.
So when people I've had so many arguments with people that I just say, okay, like, you want to see my resume? There it is, right there. So
now, when it comes to putting, like we talked earlier about putting these plants out, and you didn't put them all out at the same time; they went out in stages.
Yeah.
Hardening.
Yes, one of the things people that I learned from a gentleman there, which I do, is when you put them outside when you're going like from 18 to 16, and he says, Doc, he says, there's not 18 hours of light out there, which is true. So he would knock it down to, let's say, 17, 16, which would mimic going outside. Right? And I've had a couple clients last year, and I did some videos on it, where people, because they're cheap, put their cannabis out in the sun porch room, and the clones all of a sudden they go to bud.
Yeah.
Because why? Because when you get a couple overcast days, that will trick the plant into budding.
Oh, well, I know a guy. And you know this as well. And he put his plants out this year. Northern Lights, regular seeds, might have been feminized, but I know it was. It wasn't an auto.
Yeah.
Okay? I've asked him that. And he's phoned me up and he says, Al, come check out my plants. I think it's going into bloom. So I went over and checked it out. And I said, yeah, you're right. It's going into bloom. Is it an auto? And he said, no. So I said, well, maybe it went into shock or something. You know, coming from outside and bigger plant. And all of a sudden the sun, I don't know if he hardened it or anything.
Yeah.
And then so I went back a few weeks later. Sure shit. They're in bloom. Oh, he's probably getting ready to, you know, he's probably like week 7.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it didn't make sense, but I just don't know. You just don't know what's gonna happen. Like, I know of another fellow that put some out sort of because of a situation where there was no power, right? And put some outside without hardening, and the sun, I guess you could say, bleached them and burnt them. They went white. They were as white as the leaves were as white as my shirt. I never freaking seen a white.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I'd show you my pictures, but it's on my camera and or on my phone. But yeah, the leaves went white, and you know, I thought, oh, I either burnt them with the sun or I burnt them with the horse shit.
You see my chicken?
I bet you it was more the horse shit than the sun.
That was, well, it turned out it was the sun. But so what did you say?
Did you see my chicken tractor I made?
You got a chicken tractor?
You see, so what I did was
No, I didn't. I didn't see it, and it's too dark to go.
So I made a chicken tractor.
What's a chicken tractor?
Oh my god, this is the best.
It's a cage on wheels. So
Yeah.
it's like a coop on wheels, so your chickens can be moved around your yard and they can pluck and pick around and leave their shit. Because chicken shit's great for your lawns and your fertilizer, right?
Yeah, well, chicken shit's it's strong and high in nitrogen. Burn the hell out of your plants, man.
So
unless you know what you know.
So the chicken tractor, I put all my plants in there because it's all caged in to protect them. And that's how I herded them. So I just put them all out there, so I didn't have to worry about animals coming up, digging them up, nothing like that. I just put them in my chicken tractor. It worked awesome. Little door on it. I made it.
There you go.
Yeah.
But chicken, that's what a chicken tractor is to me. You put your chickens in it and move it around the yard so the chickens can, peck around.
Get our own chickens here.
So so when you moved them around, it fed the ground. So like, are you using the chicken tractor out here in the field?
No, when I had the chickens, we used it. So then what I did was I built an electric fence.
Yeah.
And I did a solar panel, and I did that inside it. So then I put the electric fence. When you do the electric fence, you should only go that high. Because why? Because when animals and coyotes come, they come with their nose, and you hit them low. So I actually put my game cameras up, and I videoed them, different animals coming into the chickens. So they had the wire going around the bottom, and then I'd watch them get electrocuted, and it worked perfect. Solar panel, the car battery, and I bought it from TSC, the electric fencer, and I bought the string. Right?
Was that after?
Yeah. That was I had this a couple years ago.
Yeah, exactly. But
the Fisher container wipe us out a couple times.
Correct. You learn those things, unfortunately, through experience and loss.
You know what the best part was? When my neighbor come over and I asked him to keep his dogs home, and he said, "Doc, my dogs are never on your property." And then I showed him the video of his dogs attacking my chickens and getting electrocuted. That was the best. I said, "Are these your dogs that I just electrocuted?" Yeah.
Oh.
And he said they weren't at my place. They were over trying to kill my chickens, right? So that's what I said to people. You know what never lies? Video cameras and pictures.
Yeah. You know, audio is just. Yeah.
I got cameras all over my house too. It's just like, I got one thing stolen. My kid's bike got stolen. That was it. Cameras went up.
I remember when Tavin's bike went missing, and you were screaming on Facebook about that.
Oh yeah, but I got that bike back too.
Yeah, exactly.
I did.
Dr. Buck, let's see, where else can we go? We've talked CBD, THC, creams, lotions. We've talked bed and breakfast, man. Like, I this would be This is a backwoods experience.
Our theory at Dr. Buck's B&B, if you're not high, we're not happy.
Yeah, well, you can
So
get high.
when do you think your first launch date will be? Like, when will you be completely ready to have guests? By the end of the month?
I'm gonna be starting on the. I'll get all the wood for the railings to like.
Oh, I think they froze. Oh, you froze. So out in the middle of nowhere, and your internet's frozen. So, folks, I guess we're just gonna have to hang out and see if they can come back or what's going on. Looks like they've gone. I'm gonna take them out for a minute and see if we can't get them back in a second here. I'll have to. I don't know what's going on with their internet, but that's an issue with being on the road, is that sometimes in life these things happen. So just give me another second. I'm just waiting for Al to come back. Nope, they're okay. So they popped back out. Now we're gonna see if we can get them back in again. We'll give them a few minutes. Don't worry, we'll just hang out. But can you imagine going and hanging out in that Airbnb or that B&B? Like, how cool would that be? Oh, here they're trying. Oh, there you are.
I made it back.
Okay. Yeah, you're back. No, I just said I was just, saying how cool it would be to be hanging out in that B&B, right? Once
Yeah.
it's all finished up and, except for like the mosquitoes. But again, then, there's always bug spray.
Yeah, well, there you go. Backwoods cabin.
Oh, yeah.
That, when you're trying to go to a place like this, you need some internet, but you also want to disconnect, right?
Yeah.
So, that can help.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Depends on what you're using for, who you're using for your service, your carrier, right?
That's right.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's the thing. Like when you want to go off grid, which is, what you're doing when you go out there, you don't want no net. You don't want a TV. You want to just be able to hang out and
Bingo.
and smoke and have, some, bring your barbecue and hang out and eat some good food and enjoy yourself, right?
Yeah, like fire pit. Like obviously depends on what's going on at the time, but as far as you're gonna have
we have 2 fire pits up at the house there that people can use. We have one in the back and behind here, but we'll put one up here.
I'd have one up here for guests for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a real nice thing to have too. Is fire pit and a barbecue, so people can barbecue and stuff on the back patio and hang out, because that's something that I know we do a lot out in British Columbia. We do a lot of barbecuing all year round.
There's in the area, there's 8 trails, old railroad bed trails where the ATVs go on.
Yep. The Heritage Trail, then you can hop in and you go all the way to New Brunswick.
All the way to New. Oh.
Wow. That's interesting.
We'll be down to see you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can hop on the Heritage Trail. You can go to the Marmor Mine, stuff like that. So what we're trying to do, and hopefully next summer we'll be going, we're going to have a 4-door side-by-side and kayaks it. So I'll be able to take you and your guests, and we have all rivers within like 5 minutes of us.
Lakes, rivers.
Crow Lake, Crow River, Belmont Lake. So I can drop you off with the kayaks. You just text me, hey, Doc, can you pick me up at 3 o'clock, whatever. I'll come back with a side-by-side. You get in, and we deliver you right back to the camp.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, we have this misconception in British Columbia that there's no other place anywhere in Canada that's as beautiful as it is here. So, you know what I mean? I'm looking around out there and seeing all the beautiful forest and stuff and the beautiful sky, sunset. So it's pretty nice out there too, by the looks of it.
because the whole country is so diverse in its
right.
The way because the East Coast and you make your way, that we're all our own separate type of area that we live in.
The regions are different. Yeah, absolutely. But I mean, like, there's like rolling hills there. Like, there's no mountains like we've got out here, but there's still rolling hills and trees and lakes and rivers and stuff. And I think people have the misconception that there's, like, from here anyways, I'm saying, because Alberta is flat. you've never been to Alberta or Saskatchewan, I'm telling you, it's flat.
But
That's not a lie. But I think a lot of us in British Columbia, like I've been out there, but I've never been to that part of. I've been to Toronto, I've been to the cities, Ottawa, but I've never been to the rural part of Ontario. And I think there's a huge misconception of
oh,
what rural Ontario actually looks like. And looking at that beautiful field, with the beautiful sunset, like it's like, wow, like that's
well,
absolutely gorgeous, right?
yeah, I'm looking up a 2-story high. That's what was it Harbone Design? I'm thinking
The wishbone, yeah, the wishbone.
Wishbone.
I
There we
did
go.
all that,
Yeah. Ceiling.
And I cut all the wood off the property. We had a guy came in there with a sawmill.
Yeah.
All the cedar. It's all everything's cedar. All the cedar from the cedar swamp. We cut all the cedar.
Cedar.
Yeah.
So you cut it all yourself. It's grown here. You cut it here, and it's built here.
Yeah. I got videos of me and one of my buddies.
Yeah.
I built this thing at the back of my 4-wheeler. So they cut the trees, and I back over and winch it up, and I could pull it all out of the swamp back there, and I take it right to the guy with that had the portable sawmill,
Yeah.
and he would lift it up and cut it.
There you go.
Like
Yeah.
all this
Yeah.
cost from cedar.
Oh,
It's all cedar.
yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, and it's it's nice to be able to have the ability to produce your own medicine, so that you've got you're basically like completely living off grid. If you really wanted to, you're producing your own power, you're building your own home, you're producing your own medicine. Like what a great life. That sounds
Yep.
like it's so like laid back and cool. Right on.
This is like I've been back here several times, but I think this is the first time that we've actually sat. We sat out front here on that bench. We're sitting here in these chairs, just chilling, relaxing. Yeah, and we can hear the generator because of the lights, but someday that generator won't be there.
It's going to be wind power batteries. Yeah, we're going to be completely off grid. So
And that generator, it's an inverter. I can tell because it's a lot quieter than what a generator would be. So
Yeah.
it is an inverter. Yeah.
13,
Oh yeah.
That'll run for
Oh yeah.
30.
Generators aren't cheap. Like especially if you're running diesel. Like the price of gas right now. Like
Oh
like
yeah.
geez, it's just it's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, being that once the solar and wind gets hooked up, you're gonna have that inverter doing that. And that allow for people who have medical issues such as this requiring a CPAP.
for sure. Yeah, we'll have the bank, the big solar bank. We'll have that for backup.
Yeah.
For sure.
And that I don't know. Can you even hear it?
No, I don't hear anything.
You don't hear anything. Yeah.
No.
If that was a noisy generator, you'd
Yeah.
be.
Yeah. Yeah, no, turbines and wind turbines are the way of the future, quite honestly. Like, that's the best way to generate power, especially like their, ability because it's windy everywhere. Like you guys are getting tornadoes out there. Like that's just craziness. Like
Well-
climate change is so real. Like I can't even. I mean, the last storm I seen that ripped through your place was bad enough, but I'm watching. And like I said, it's been hotter than heck here too. So I get it.
Dr. Buck and I, we talked about a recent storm, and there's we got a little bit of drive between us, and one of us is on the north side of the highway, and one of us on the south side. You said you only got like
5 minutes of rain, maybe not even that. It wasn't even
5 minutes.
I
of rain,
know.
right? Meanwhile, down the road, it's a friggin' disaster. Ripped buildings and barns who've got the roofs ripped off them. Buildings have been squished or completely demolished. Trees are down. Roads were all blocked off.
Yeah.
But I
Right.
bet you they didn't get much rain either. Because a tornado, when that really doesn't produce a lot of like precipitation, right? It causes a lot of wind and a lot of destruction, but it doesn't really accumulate much rain for the like. So that's why it gets so dry afterwards too, right? There's no rain that comes down. So
We ended up where we are. Our town, Havelock, it was the scene of a travel trailer that got picked up by the wind. And
oh
tossed
wow, yeah,
people got taken to the hospital by ambulance.
Oh no.
Um,
Oh wow.
we're we're rural Havelock. We got some good rain. It rained, maybe for like 10, 15 minutes or something like that. And there was some wind, but it was nothing near what May was.
Yeah.
When we had it in earlier in the year. And yeah, we didn't.
Yeah, that was bad.
So it was good. Let's see what else. What else can we? Anything else you want to mention there, Dr. Buck, that we haven't touched on?
No, hopefully within the next 2 months at the most, we're gonna have everything done there, and we'll keep you guys posted. And you get back every couple.
What's your winters like out there? Like how much snow do you get? Like can you be using that cabin all year round, even when the plants aren't there? Would you still be renting it out in the wintertime?
I'm hoping, like I spoke to the propane company, he's gonna put a couple big tanks up there. He said you can come up there, right? As long as I keep the road decent. So then, as long as I want to get a skid steer this fall, like Bobcat. So I'll be able to clear the roads up. Then I have actually an envoy here. So when the people come to my place, they can actually load all their stuff in the envoy, right? So it's an old field truck. So if you slide off the road or hit something, it's not a big deal, right? So
I mean, people can go out there and go skidooing and stuff and hang out, like a nice little propane, set up some Christmas lights to have somebody come out and hang out for Christmas. Like people like doing that kind of stuff. Right?
Your propane, getting your propane back there, you depends on the size of your tanks.
Yep.
Why not transport them in a trailer with a snowmobile or
Well, that's the thing. Even having a cannabis friendly place, like you said, even if you were like dropping them, like, they come, you welcome them with some strains and some papers and all that kind of stuff. And, like maybe, I don't know if you have edibles that are available, like leave, and people will come back and start buying your salves. But that's really a big thing too, is just having a cannabis friendly place where they can come and smoke and not be judged and not, just want to hang out any time of the year, whether the plants are, the plants are an absolute bonus. But I mean, all year round, people are really big on just having somewhere cannabis friendly.
Yeah. You can get 2 small tanks and have a system in between them so when one runs out, the other one kicks in, and that gives you lots of warning in order to be able to replace them for the next person that comes in during the winter. I think this would be a fabulous place to be in the wintertime.
Yeah.
Like it's insulated. I'm looking at it.
Oh yeah, I insulated everything.
And
the only thing, does it have a shower, or what do you do for a shower? Are you putting a shower and stuff into, or?
What I did was, if you see with the corner of the deck, I have all the logs, right? So what big, I'm gonna actually build a water tower there, and then on the water tower, you're gonna have 2 totes, so it's gonna look like an old water tower from Little House in the Prairie. You've seen the first one. You seen
Vine Hector had one of those. So up above.
Yeah. So then it's gonna look like I'm gonna have it all wood with a little metal, and I'm gonna have 2 totes in it. Then you're gonna walk underneath it, and that's gonna be your shower. So then I'm gonna have it going into a can. Then I'll have that hot water on demand. The ones they got with the propane tank.
Yeah.
So then you'll be able to just go out there. You open up the bottom of this old water tank. It's gonna look like a water tower. You just go in there.
Can you run a heat pump off solar? Like any, those new heat pump.
I'm just gonna. I could do the solar, but I'm just going to buy it. I've talked to a couple of people that you probably got one that you just hook the propane tank up to.
Yeah.
Supportable hot water. They said they work amazing.
Oh, great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Like I know with from camping, backwoods camping, when we used to canoe into our sites, we would have a bag, the black bag, that would heat up the water in the sun.
Yeah.
And you would have,
yeah,
like as much as you can get, off grid or the backwoods experience. Luxury is nice, but backwoods is backwoods, man.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Exactly. So showers that would obviously be fine in the summertime. I guess maybe come winter, it would be open.
Have a hot tub on the deck. Hey,
yeah, there you go.
For the ladies, Rob.
Right. You gotta have a hot tub. But I mean, that's good for the summertime too.
Well, you can have a hot tub that is heated by wood.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Or
Propane. I like the propane. I don't want to come over and hit that and go.
Well, those hillbilly ones, you buy like a horse trough that's all stainless steel, and you put it underneath, and you got a burner underneath, and you lay rocks and stuff underneath with the propane running underneath. That's the cat's ass.
Yeah,
Easy.
yeah. There you go. You could have a propane fire on your deck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
can. Stay away. Well, you still have mosquitoes up here. This would be a good test for those things that get rid of thermocells, whatever else along that line.
Yeah.
It would be a good test out here for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would.
Yeah.
It absolutely would.
Okay, so you got just to quickly to run through things here for the B&B. As we're probably past our time, I'm going to assume.
No, we're just getting there right now. We're actually right at the 1:30 mark. So we're fine.
Oh, good stuff. Right. You come here, you got heat. It's propane. You're not throwing a log in the fire and waiting for the place to heat up in the wintertime.
That's right. So if you come and you give me an hour's notice, I'll come up and I'll crank it up to 70 degrees. You come up here, you're enjoying it. You're not worrying about it at night. You go to the thermostat, you like it cool, drop it down to 60, shut it off.
Now,
Right on.
could you, in the wintertime, I can remember going back to this is like 40 years ago, going back into the hunting camps and cooking on top of the stove that heats the place.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you could do that in order to save. You got some venison stew.
Yeah.
You're back here. There's antlers over here behind me. You could throw some stew on there and heat it up on a pot.
Then we built trails I built trails all the way through the property.
Oh.
Right? Walking trails.
Yeah, nice.
Then at the very end.
That I didn't know about. Good
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, I love trails.
Oh, yeah, I built all the trails through here. They're all walking trails. Then at the back corner, I want everybody to bring. I see this in Jamaica. And I told my ex-wife, so I'm going to do that when I come home. The next time you come, we'll go down and shoot some video of it.
Yeah, okay.
So I built a lucky tree. So everybody says,
Nice.
Buck's lucky, what do you mean?
Lucky tree.
So you bring your old pair of running shoes that you worn out, you tie them together, and you throw them up in the tree and you make a wish.
Oh, I got a pair in my truck right now.
Yeah, so you make a wish. So then you go back in this great big old dead maple. That's what everybody's been doing. So everybody that comes here, you go back there to the wish tree, whatever, you make a wish, they throw your old pair of shoes up in the tree.
Oh,
there you go.
Cool. There you go. Yeah.
Instead of bunny, you can throw your shoes.
Maybe that's why I see it in the city. You see it on hydro lines.
Yeah.
I always thought I couldn't understand why some kid would throw their shoes up over the hydro line.
In Jamaica, I see it. On a tree there, they call it the good luck tree, the shoe tree. Yeah.
The shoe tree.
Yeah.
Oh, so is everybody doing the same tree?
Oh, yeah. So when I take it back, so when you come here and you say, I want to go for a walk, you can walk all the trails in the back corner where I walk. You see I'm going to get a sign made up, right?
Yeah.
And then it's going to be the rules. Must have one pair of worn out shoes and must make one wish, right?
Right. Yeah.
So that'll be
basic instructions and what to do. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. People know.
Right?
So
what do I do now? I'm here.
Oh, yeah.
I make sure you put that on your B&B's instructions too, so that people know that they can go for that walk and bring their shoes.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm poking something there. All right.
All right, Al. Well, I guess it's time for a shout out, or it's time to wrap her up, and
yeah. That's what I was sort of getting.
Let you go hang back out for a while, smoke some more weed.
I'm going to do a quick review here of the bed and breakfast so people know what would be here. The fireplace, gas stove. You've got a fridge.
Propane fridge.
Propane fridge. It's not a 36-inch stainless steel. I'm sorry, right? But
you're not staying for a month.
Correct. It's a fridge. Well, you never know, Tamara. You might want to stay here for a month.
But I'm sure a grocery store's not that far away that you don't need to pack the month's worth of food.
No, that's right. Exactly. And then you've got cupboards over here.
Yeah.
Which I would assume probably has some dishes and things in it.
Yeah, we'll supply you with the dishes, stuff like that. Then we're gonna have a sink here. Then we're gonna have a shower, stuff like that, right?
Yeah, yeah, and
Queen size bed.
Queen size bed. Now I noticed there was a single up there.
Yes. So if you want to, so some people want to bring their kids. You want to bring a third person.
Right.
Whatever, right.
Yeah, exactly. And bring your lawn chair.
Oh yeah, bring your lunch.
Yeah, because not only are you going to be sitting out here, but you're going to want to sit down below.
Well, sit with the ladies and chitty chat.
Sit, yeah, you want to sit right there and put them in your lap.
Oh yeah.
And work on them, right? Okay. And you've got a flush toilet.
The seat down. See that? She caught that.
Yeah. I did.
Oh yeah. She
I got a lot of things.
Yeah,
She was checking to see if that was clean or not.
Exactly.
Dirty toilet. Oh no, I scrubbed that thing personally.
Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to say before we sign off, Tamara? You got anything you want to say before we get if you finish wrap things up?
I don't think so. I think I don't know who our next guest is. I'm still trying to get Debbie Stoltz-Giffen to, do us. We have to do a pre-record, but I'd like to get her on before Harvest Fest because that's coming up in August. And I'm heading out to Vancouver at the end of August, I think. I'm hoping. If I can get a sitter, I'm supposed to go speak out at Mum Cup. Other than that, I gotta work tomorrow.
We got some joint roller extraordinaire coming up on a future show.
Cool.
I'll tell you, I couldn't believe these joints, man. Are these these burn? He said, oh yeah, these burn.
Cool.
Yeah, I'll show you. I got some pictures on my phone. If I got any battery left, I'll show you.
Yeah, my phone's plugged in right now too.
So where can people find you?
Hey, drbuckcts.com. You just go on there and it'll walk you right through. You can buy your salves on there. You can do that. Then we're gonna go have a link to be going from that. We're doing a website right now with the B&B. Hopefully 2 months at the most that we get everything tidied up. I'm hoping.
Oh no. And then we lose them again. Al's phone probably died. Okay, folks. Well, our time's up, so I'm just going to play the end of the show, and we'll see you next week. Bye. From me and Al and Dr. Buck.
The views expressed by the individuals during this broadcast are their own opinions, and they may not be the same as those of their group or other organizations they may be involved with.
You're listening to the Pace Radio Network here at paceradio.net.